The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Voiced Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We back in the building. Man, shout out to everybody that been hitting us up about the Shanquella Robinson. Went pretty viral on Twitter and Instagram. Man, I didn't know these many random women appreciated me. They was like, speak on it, D. Speak on it. I was like, damn, I was just mad.
Fool, y'all.
You know, I ain't shit.
Okay. You listen. It's been a tumultuous week, friend. So you know me. I'm just like.
Well, no, shout out to everybody that's been checking us out more and more. But let's go into your job got robbed.
Yo. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Everybody Needs an Aquarius. Everyone needs an Aquarius because y'all really do. Because we're people that make the world go round. Even y'all live through us vicariously. I just want to say that. The amount of tussling that I have done this week at the expense of other people, y'all know I don't like tussling if it's not on my terms. I don't like it. I don't feel like I'm in control. Y'all, your nigga went into her job Monday morning and I pull up and I see these boxes. I'm like, why they got these boxes in my parking spot like this? What the hell is this? So I'm already like,
first of all, you thought you got fired.
No, I knew I didn't get fired. I just knew. I was like, what happened Friday? Like that's my first point of reference, right? Because I didn't go in on Friday. So I'm like, so it's funny how you pick up on things and when you see it, and I don't know if anybody else is like this, you can touch something sometimes and you be like, that don't feel right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or is that just like
no,
weird?
That's
okay,
real.
Right. So when I saw that and I said that out loud, I said, yeah, this not right. Something happened. Ernesto ass is like, Dominique, you're not gonna be happy when you see your office. I said, well, what's wrong with my office? Y'all. So I'm already like on one. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, they got into your office. They stole stuff. I said, well, who is they?
Who is they?
Y'all. So I'm walking through the warehouse to get to my office. And I'm going to show y'all the video. I should have sent it to you. And I'm just now, I forget that I'll be having like footages, as Cardi B says.
You could put share. You got access to share it. Oh, you got it. Boom.
So so I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, why do vending machines look like this?
Yeah.
So I keep walking and I just cannot believe my eyes. So this is like closer to my office. This is my homegirl office. Like trash everywhere.
Oh, so this is multiple people then.
This is
like 10 people.
Yeah. So wait. Big ass hole in the wall.
So who got fired on Thursday?
No, look, I don't know because I wasn't there, but I'm gonna tell you this: it was some homeless people. We call them transients in Los Angeles. Over the course.
Hold on. Transients, okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why they call homeless people like transients or whatever out here, or why, because it's just like, I guess, like a variation of people.
Okay.
But
I always thought
yeah, so
transient
that's
was
like
someone that moved. I always thought the word transient means someone that moves constantly.
technically.
Yeah, but I thought it was like somebody that's like I used to make fun of this girl because she was always moving in different cities all the time. Like, damn, you a transient person, damn.
Yeah, they call them lasting only for a short time. A person who is staying or working in a place only for a short
Right.
yeah. So I guess because they be moving them,
Um,
or they bust them certain places. Like I know in other cities, like they bust their homeless people here.
and
Um,
in San Francisco too.
oh yeah, San Francisco definitely bust them here. But
No, I told people busted their people to San Francisco.
no, they turn around, they bust them right back here.
Damn, so it's a circle.
Because San Francisco, it was this whole thing about people. Arizona busing people here, San Francisco busing people here. And it was somewhere else, and I think it's mainly they feel like we have more resources, and like our weather is kind of, I guess, milder. But that's not true because it's been cold as fuck like all week.
If I was
So
California State, I'd be like, build that wall for homeless people.
yo, in certain places in Los Angeles, it really is. It's like an invincible wall. Glendale, to a certain degree, is one of them. Like in my area, we don't really have homeless people. When they tried to build an encampment up the road, that the next day that shit was gone. They was like, no, we're not doing this. And the cops and the sanitation department came through and swept that.
Damn.
So come to find out, it was 11 hours of terror that happened. Yeah. And at the company.
So hold on. They was in there for 11 hours. Y'all alarm didn't go off, no nothing.
So when the alarm went off, it contacted the first point of contact and told them that like the alarm went off, but it says that it's a low battery. So he told them to turn it off. And so
it's an inside job. This looking like an inside job.
I said that. And so he told him to turn it off. Every time it would go off, it would, like, they would turn it off because they're thinking that it's a low battery. But I'm like, so there are multiple motion detectors. So it's not like it's just the one at the front. It's one by my office. I believe it's likely one upstairs. I know there's one somewhere in the warehouse. But yeah, and I was like, immediately when I was told the information, I said, oh, that's an inside job. Yeah. I was like, before 11 hours. But then as you got more information, I was like, oh, actually, maybe because it always apparently says low battery. And apparently if you work in the front part of the office, like there's like a low beep, and you never, like, I never heard that, but it always says low battery. Like they've come out several times and serviced it. I'm like, or y'all need to change it out. So that's probably how they're thinking.
How much stuff gets stolen? Like how much stuff got stolen? I mean, it was 11 hours. They was able to make trips.
Yo, they stole our motherfucking Mercedes Sprinter.
Oh, they got the whip?
They stole the Sprinter. So that means, so I'm going to be honest. What it seems like they stole, for everybody, I work in fashion. It seems like they tried to steal so many clothes. Because when I came in, I saw them.
They stole the Mercedes to be able to move the stuff out.
Yeah, but I think they did that in one trip. I would think that they did that in one trip, because they wouldn't have been able to get back in because the gate was closed. So
if you're going out the gate, it opens.
Right.
So there's only one trip in with the car because, like you said, you can't get back in.
They can't get back in. And so and the only reason why we know that is because like they kind of messed up the gate trying to open it, like with the crowbar, not knowing that you just got to drive up to it and it's like it's a sensor and it opens. So they stole my entire set of candles in my office. They stole both of my girls' laptops. No charger. That they didn't take the charger. They went in our refrigerator. And I only know that because today when I opened it, I saw the glass shelf. It was kind of like looked like it was kind of like just oh fuck, motherfuckers don't have no food. But they stole like so the CFO is like office is next to mine. And they didn't take anything out his office except sodas. Like the pillows were like disheveled. The accountant office and my homegirl office got hit like the hardest as far as like being disheveled. Like there's a huge hole in accountant's wall, and they wouldn't even got into the accountant office probably if they hadn't noticed that there's two doors. One of them we changed you have to be keyed in, and the other door is always locked. So they didn't change both of the access points. So they realized that and then just hit that and was able to get in. And that's blocked by like a table with a whole bunch of shit on it. So they just had to push that. But they threw like the petty cash machine at the wall to like try to open it. Then upstairs they had a field day. Like because there's really nothing because we have two offices now. We have one further into downtown LA. So everybody that worked upstairs moved to that office. They peed everywhere. They shit. It is January 6th up there. And one of the owner's office, and I knew that's what happened because my boss, when he was telling me, yeah, they hit so-and-so's office, it was really bad. He was like, yeah, he had alcohol and stuff. He had a safe. But he was like, he had a rack of clothes that said, do not touch. They didn't touch the rack. I said, Joe, this isn't weird to you? I'm like, that doesn't sound strange. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave you this courtesy. I'm also not gonna take all your alcohol, but let me take your safe. Let me shit and piss all over your office.
Wow. So how much do they know how much total damage is it?
They think it's about 1.4 right now.
$1.4 million worth of damage?
Just as and everything regarding inventory, because they had to survey inventory again, take inventory again. They also hit photo. They stole all the photos cameras, and then but they didn't steal their Macs, of course, because you can trace those. We have mobile like devices in our department, but they didn't take that. Those are also Apple, because you can ping them to see where they are. And so what even happened, like Ryan, our security guy, in the middle of the night, I guess got like happened to see his alerts, or maybe initially, when they was telling him, oh, it's just a low battery, he noticed that it's like this space is going off, this spot, there's movement here. So it was in the middle of the night until he called the cops.
So, but they had 11 hours though.
They had 11 hours. Yo, when the cops came and like surveyed like the encampment like around the area, all them niggas had blankets from our company. Yo, they stole the clothes that I was gonna take. But no, I was like, and then like I had like all like different merchandise for certain stuff in my office, and I was like, why? So y'all, I was like, weird, okay. So but 11 hours.
How many people did they suspect it was?
They said based on the cameras, it was 7 people. So it was 3 women and 4 men. Somebody was out the gate, like looking out. And even so, oddly enough, my boss worked Saturday, and they was waiting to hit it because his car was there. So they was waiting, coming back up the tracks to see it when he left. So that's when they hit it. So it was like Saturday afternoon.
Can I play guess the race here on this one, or do we know?
Of the homeless people, or
the homeless people?
Yeah, you could probably guess it. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Hispanic and white.
Yeah, likely.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. People that I've seen in the area, I haven't seen any black homeless people in that area.
Right, and also I'm just saying because I know how black people are. they would have took them clothes and said, do not touch. I'm like,
Yeah.
I won't touch them. Like,
yeah. That's dead ass. Like that. We're not discriminating.
I'm like,
that's
what do
like
you mean?
truth.
Do
Like,
not touch? That must mean the dope shit. That must be the dope shit then.
And so we have like it's weird because like we have items of clothing that are, you know, like we got leather jackets that's like $1,000. We have, you know, like, so we have pieces in our collections like that we sell that are like this blanket that I have, like they're known like for their like blankets and like scarves and stuff. This blanket is like a $300 blanket.
Damn.
So yeah, absolutely. So I was like, because it's that level of theft, like grand larceny, I was like, I wonder if they would we've had internal things that have happened before where they didn't press charges against people where it was into the 6 figures, but now that it's 7, I wonder if they would try to press charges because it's like homeless people. But it's like for them, you kind of got a win because you're gonna be somewhere where it's warm. But or what they
for
say,
insurance purposes, do they have to prosecute?
I don't know, and probably because the other stuff they probably just took it as a wash. They didn't file anything against.
But we're at 1 million. I know.
Yeah, they will probably have to. But and I wonder because the people around the building like that had the merchandise. Are they going to be guilty by association because they got the merchandise?
Mm.
And it's like, if you don't rat, your ass is going to jail for a long time because you are now we holding you in contempt because you withholding information.
Dang. All you got to do is look around, see who got blankets like yours in the neighborhood.
And then they came yesterday to take, fingerprints and all that stuff. And then they started the cleanup yesterday. And then this morning I came in, I was like, bleach, sage, eucalyptus, peppermint, like wiping everything down, cleaning everything. And
but my thing is like, yo, like the shitting and pissing part, that's how you this is not a real job. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'd just been hidden. And I think they got the Sprinter van. How did they try? Did they find a Sprinter van?
No, they stole ours.
That's what I'm talking about. Did they find it yet?
No, I haven't heard any update. They might have 11 hours. Do you know how quick it is to get to Vegas? Is a 4-hour drive without traffic. Phoenix is a 4.5. Well, now it's kind of 5.5 because of the time difference, but they don't change. But yeah, Phoenix is like a 5-hour drive. To get to Tijuana, like anywhere like that, that's like a 3-hour drive.
So you saying
3-4-hour drive? They could be well into Mexico by now.
Now, did they stop for gas, or did y'all already have gas? And was the Sprinter already gassed up?
That's the only thing that can keep. I don't see my company having that gassed up.
So they got a full tank.
But they had petty. No, I wouldn't say it was a full tank, but they probably had to stop because there was. Don't forget they stole petty cash, which is only a couple $100.
Yeah, but I'm
saying. I know we had a sample sale. We had a sample sale Friday. If they left that money from that sale in the building over the weekend, I don't see that because just the amount of that people was buying, I don't foresee that. One would hope, but I thought the sample, so I never pay cash anyway. So a lot of people use their cards, but it was enough people paying in cash. So I could see them kind of leaving that but I could see them putting that, by taking that to the bank.
Like, that is crazy.
Yo, like when my
so you think it's people? You think it was drug addicts?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, because
the pissing and shitting part, like, it's just random.
It's random. That makes it very personal. Like the one of the safes, they threw it down the back steps by my office. I didn't even know that happened because I didn't walk that far in on that hallway. But yo, like the entire, like the structure of the stairwell, like at the bottom, is like a mess. Like it's like
Dang.
dry. It's not even just drywall. So like stuff like a lot of like structures like will have like the iron and stuff inside, like the wood. It's like all off base. Like it is not
Mm-hmm.
aligned. I was like, I mean, I don't think nobody will fall or this will cave in, but you just also never know. I was like, I don't know, nobody should be walking down these back stairs, but nobody even goes upstairs anymore because nobody's up there. And it's
Ooh,
funny
man,
because
that
knowing that the security found somebody to kind of, because there have been instances before where we've had like problems with the transients. They he like got a quote and it was like $800 to like seal it up, like all this stuff up properly, and they didn't want to do it. And now here we are. And apparently I didn't even know that these exits existed. They're like fire exits near like the photo studio and like the
Mhm.
other side of the facility. They tried to burn those doors down to get in. So they didn't even try on like our side first, but they was able, like the where they broke in, we never even have that it's like the doors and then it's like a garage door that comes down. But ever since like there was an incident where somebody kind of was like walking through, we don't even open that door, which is still stupid because next to it is a garage door that we leave open. But we don't have that open. But they kicked in that back garage door and then they broke the glass on the door. That's how they got in.
Damn, dog. All
So
right,
I was
let's
like, already, I was just like, well, but to me, I was like, this don't make sense. I was like, certain stuff, us our the way our spidey senses goes off. I was like, listen, because y'all know Wednesday Adams ass is an Aquarius. Those don't want to believe it, they don't want to believe it, but Wednesday Adams is an Aquarius, and the way my Wednesday Adams senses went off, I was like, this is an inside job because the math ain't mathing.
yeah, yeah. All right,
So
me and Matt talked about it a little bit, but you could chime in. Deion Sanders leads Jackson State for Colorado. How do you feel about this?
must be the money. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. We talk about this all the time, verbiage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how you speak to people, how messages are relayed. Well, how could that come out? How the person on the receiving end? I think his wording probably could have been a little better, but it wasn't like our goal in life is always to leave things better than how we found them. And he
Mm-hmm.
kind of did that. But he also kind of was met with a little bit of resistance, when it came to certain things. And it wasn't like he was getting paid. Like he don't turn around and donate it what his salary would have been back to the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a huge primetime fan. I've been a Deion Sanders fan, since he was playing baseball and football at the same time. And I got in trouble ordering Must Be the Money on the box, okay? That's how much I love Deion. So I'm gonna say this. I think that I understand both sides of it, right?
I
Like
agree. Me too.
I understand people like, well, you said that HBCU, like they need the equal opportunity, and you've taken this so far within this first year you being there, and blah 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 blah, and then you turn around and leave. But it's like, yeah, but I'm also having these sort of issues. Now, what I will say is that Deion is so heavily connected and well connected. If the school wasn't going to front the money to get better equipment, uniforms, or whatever the case may be, people at Nike,
He would have got it. He would have got
he
it.
would have got it.
He did get it. What do you mean he would have got it? He did get it. He did.
So I think at some point, which will lead me to this. This is perfect segue. Niggas got to stop operating in nigga spaces. When you are a black business, I don't care if you are HBCU or whatever you are doing, we have a reputation for not knowing how to handle our business. And it is our job to show up and show out so people cannot say that about us. And what's happening is like Jackson State isn't a monolith. Like, this isn't one thing that's what's only happening at this school. We see every year who was the first person in the news about some shit. Howard. And Howard is like the most expensive. It's between them or more.
Hampton.
Hampton is
I
the
think
most
Hampton
expensive.
is the most expensive. I believe Hampton is.
But what we would say between, we know Howard is the most coveted. Like,
Yes.
that's where everybody want to go. They probably get the most endowments, right? So
Yeah, Howard gets the most endowments. Oh no, Spelman's most expensive.
Okay, so you get but Howard every year is in the news for something. Like, when it comes to housing, they got mold, rats, roaches. Hell, the kids had encampments outside of their damn dorms. So it's like, until we stop subscribing to capitalistic ways of thinking and really thinking that I can step on my people to advance instead of reaching down to help them, we're always going to have the same issues. And it's not just us. Like, it's other races that do that shit. But of course, we always get called out the most for it. And so it's just really frustrating when we come to these, like, when we have to have these conversations. You know what I just went through dealing with trying to plan an event from LA in St. Louis in a couple weeks, and people going rogue on me, and I'm like, what the hell? And I tell people all the time, this is the lesson that I learned even in that situation. Any business that you have that's customer facing, motherfuckers gotta work, and like part of you to get your LLC, whatever your operating license, whatever that is, that you should have to work in some form of customer serving, front facing business realm for like 6 months. Because 6 months, for real, all you need is 6 months. It'd be that chaotic. So it can teach you how to think quick on your feet. You know how to engage with people. You know how to de-escalate situations. Because a lot of people don't know how to do that. Because it's always about, at the end of the day, regardless of what that customer says to you or what they do, it goes back to satisfying your customer, and like, the customer is always right, though them niggas be wrong. But it teaches you a lot of skills, and a lot of people want to have businesses and they don't have that skill. But I'm not mad at Deion for going to like get a bag.
I get it from everybody's perspective, man. I get it from Jackson State or people that love HBCU's perspective. I will say that I do think Deion saying that God made me come here, that was the thing I think that got people the most, because it made it feel like it was a bigger mission. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that's how it visually could be. But then there's gonna be some black people that wouldn't have cared if he stayed there for 20 years and went somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
it would at the end of the day, people, it's always gonna be somebody saying something different. So I'm like, it was nothing that he could do. It could have been a year after next when he left, but he left it better than how he found it.
Yeah. I mean, Jackson State was dope before. It'll be dope going forward. Somebody else got to pick up the torch and keep moving forward and keep HBCU sports, rolling like that.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, unfortunately, like, it has created a lot of kind of unnecessary think pieces and dialogues. Because niggas, why we love think pieces so much?
No. We talking about Deion more mad about him than Brett Favre. Straight up, we are. And we talked about Brett Favre.
They saying that Brett Favre, like that he got somebody to a scapegoat to take the fall for that shit.
Yeah, but he paid back the money.
He better had.
But I'm just saying the whole concept of that. But and I get it. It's more about people with it, but at the same time, it's like, let's talk about it for a couple of days. We got it.
Listen, I don't know. This couldn't have come at a worse time, man. That and that damn Lenza AI thing that everybody is doing, and people look like they.
Oh, dang, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about the AI?
Tired. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
that's why we're moving on. I'm like, both between that being robbed and Deion Sanders, I am tired.
Hey, I just saw it happening, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be out the window in a minute.
I'm not paying. Listen, and I have that app on my phone already it was something that I saw, like they did, like I did like a test trial, but then I found another app. I was like, I like this other app better, so cancel. So I'm like, I am not
Yeah,
paying.
the last one I did like that is when they made me into a girl and I looked like Michelle from Destiny's Child.
What?
I never showed you that? The little thing where it'll make you into
So then did you vicariously look like Birdine White?
You said who? Who you talking about? Roy?
No, Birdine White.
What about him?
Did you vicariously? Because that's who they always say Michelle looked like.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. Actually, I'm
gonna that is I am not dissing Michelle at all because
I think I look like. I mean,
I was finna sing Michelle for y'all. They go like, no more singing. Stop singing.
No, I mean, Bert. You know what? I don't think she. Well, you know what? Damn, man, she don't look like Birdine though.
Somebody, okay, it was okay. So what it was like a shirt that she had on, and that he also kind of had on a similar shirt with like these ruffles, and how her hair was, how his hair was. That's really all it was, and they both had big old smiles. That was it.
Yeah, I'm hey, my doggone light is messing up. I'm sending it to you now because, but I don't like the app things. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I got the little app thing. All right, I don't need nothing like that no more. I'm done.
Yeah,
I just want to be doing it, especially paying for it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm sending it to you. Hold up. I just texted to you, Don.
Okay.
But no, yeah, I'm good on the app thing.
No, you didn't look like Michelle, but the blonde, this is popping. The niggas will be like, hey, they say skirt, coming dirty. Yeah, that's hilarious. I feel like we know somebody that look like her. Maybe I'm seeing your daughter in the future.
Maybe. I mean, so you don't think like Michelle?
No. I'll text you offline and tell you who it kind of remind me of.
Oh, it's somebody we know?
Yeah. Well, I don't really know her, but
it's somebody. It's not a celebrity. It's somebody like that we know.
Yeah.
From, like the great. Okay. All right. Shanquella Robinson murder update. They didn't came and got her and locked her up. They locked up one of the girls.
Yeah, they found her. They expedited her ass right on down to the Mexico.
We talked about this over text. What do you think that that stuff about the other girl Winter may be untrue?
The other girl, no.
I just saw your text. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And that's not bad.
No. I feel like I look fly then. I was like, okay.
Yeah, like I was like, Darren, you look good as a woman. Like, I don't remember that even being a thing. I feel like one time they made me like a guy. They kind of made, gave you facial hair on what was that? What's that damn act that nobody really used no more? That's yellow. Snapchat. But I felt like I kind of looked like Kanye West, and I was like, yeah, I'm offended. So yeah.
So yeah, Shanquella. So no, we talked about. Do you think the winner thing is going? Like, do you think that's true or untrue since they haven't tried to arrest her, or do you think that? I mean, and that was like kind of put. I'm wondering if that was put out there to kind of, put the little to try to make it spicy.
I don't know, but for somebody to be able to say that happened, that there was like another video potentially or whatever, because like it looked like homeboy, like so he was like on FaceTime.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
We are the We Coming For You cast, and we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and the everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
Something he was recording it, so there's like multiple angles of this.
Mhm.
So I'm not 110% sure. It'll be when homegirls start talking, because she'll probably think of it along the lines like, okay, they'll probably try to get some sort of plea deal, right? Where it's like if she starts talking and giving up names, she won't get like a super harsh sentence.
But this is Mexico. I don't know if they.
It's Mexico. Like I don't know. We also dealing with black bodies in Mexico, so
she ain't never coming back, y'all. Like y'all should if y'all were friends of what was her name? The other girl, the one that got
disgusting.
Yeah, just go see her at the airport. That's the last time you're gonna see her. She ain't gonna make it back. She ain't gonna come back no time soon.
Yeah, I'm like it would depend. Like I said, like if because sometimes they have those agreements where, you know, sometimes, you know, like, so you strike a plea deal. That's how you get people to start snitching so they can get the lesser.
But this is Mexico.
It's Mexico. I don't know. Like, we would have to look up their bylaws when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if you kill, you know, American, you kill an American on, you know, foreign, like Mexican use on, if I could talk, on Mexico soil, like, what does that look like? Like, what time is she looking like? Like, or is she going to be able to paint a story where it was like, well, this is what happened. This is how we got here. And we ended up fighting. I did not know that but see, the only problem is going to be
why don't y'all say it up front and get her the correct aid instead of saying she was drunk in the first place.
That's going to be the main thing. Is just like the story they all corroborated to tell her mother. That's going to be the issue. Because you can't say like, oh,
well, not even just that, what they told the authorities there in Mexico, like not even what they told the mom, but
they wouldn't even let the like I was telling like how they wouldn't let the home doctor call 911.
Yeah, and they were like, no, like, treat her here.
Yeah,
and they were like, hold on, we need to take it to the hospital. No, treat her here.
Yeah. So
that stuff makes you look suspicious.
Hella suspicious. Like you want
and and that woman don't look like she got the money for no Mexican attorneys or a good Mexican attorney.
Look at you, judging classism.
Look, I don't look like it either. Like, cause I don't know how much them because you got to grease pockets in Mexico.
I mean, to a certain listen, we can have that conversation offline.
I'm just saying. I know cats has been over there that had been like, hey, you give me 150 right now, you could just walk away.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, yeah, we can. Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct.
So you got to pay for your lawyer, you got to pay for your bribe fees, you got to pay for a whole bunch of stuff when you go over to Mexico.
It would be in her best interest to just flat out just tell the truth, and because the truth will set you free. And you tell the fucking truth, because we already know you lying, and that's gonna be the best that you can do. And even if you put on because it just doesn't make sense. It seems very calculated and intentional now because of the situation. Like it's the conversations that y'all had with that girl mama. Like y'all might have been able.
That doesn't make a difference. This is what you told the authorities. There is what's gonna get them.
Yeah. I mean, it's all of it. It's just all it's just messed up. It's just all messed up.
So now, question for you: would you rather do 7 years in the Mexican prison or 11 in the U.S. prison?
Either way, I'm fucked.
What? No, I'm saying like you get less time if you go do the Mexican. But let's say they work out a deal and say, all right, you can go do your time in the U.S., but you got to do an extra 5. But if you do yours here, you're only gonna do 5 to 7, but you got to do 10 to 15 in the U.S. if you go to the U.S. prison.
I only know what that looks like for kind of like men a little bit because
of a lockup
on the like Mexican prisons.
Lockup international, right?
Yeah, like I'm letting
you know, I guarantee you Mexican prisons are not, they don't have a separation that much between the men and the women. I think there's a building, and maybe part of it is where women are housed, not necessarily a whole different women's prison.
I mean, if that's going to guarantee me some dick.
No, it's not going to guarantee you no dick.
Why not?
Because you're still in prison.
People be having sex in the prisons. Men be having boyfriends and women be having girlfriends.
Well, okay, you're talking about something different now.
Okay, I was trying to think of what would be the most accommodating. Like, I just, for me, I would probably like, Jesus, can you just come back now?
Damn.
I don't want to be in no prison. Cause like, I'm just thinking about it. Like, it's not like certain places, like you'll see prisons in certain countries where they actually work on like rehabilitating people, and it's not like a cell. I would say I would not want to be in a room so many hours of a day where I don't like, where it's like I would go stir crazy.
I'm gonna take my U.S. time. I'm not doing no Mexican prison time. I'm gonna take my U.S.
Man,
And you a foreigner too, and you identifiably a foreigner as being a black person down there.
She better learn some Spanish and be like she Dominicana, because
man, fast. Like that's part. I'm sitting, and I don't even know if they have bail there. You know, whatever it is. I'm trying to learn Spanish on the Rosetta Stone.
Duolingo.
Lingo. I got lingo
Yeah,
going.
Duolingo.
I got lingo going. Believe that. All right, your girl Keke Palmer is pregnant.
Yay! Congratulations to her. I'm glad it's finally out.
But you knew about it before, son?
Hell yeah, that girl. Since pretty much conception.
How?
When you in LA,
okay,
it's just different. So no, probably since the summer. So there were rumors kind of circling around early summer. It wasn't like she confirmed or denied. And then I remember I mentioned it to my sister. I was like, yeah, I think homegirl really pregnant. Because sometimes when people say this stuff, you just don't think about it. It's just like, nah. But then it was certain things that was happening, or certain outfits or certain posts. And I was just like, okay, so you're trying to conceal your baby bump. Like, she did a post for, Halloween, that immediately I was like, yeah, this girl pregnant. Because it was how she had this huge ass book sitting on her stomach. So that day she might have been popping a little more, because then she did the wearable art gala, and that really didn't look like she was like pregnant, because we all saw a video of her from the wearable art gala. But that Halloween post, it did it for me. Like, I was like, oh girl, you popping in these streets.
Dang. I mean, yeah. And it's a
homeboy, nose, like her face. I'm trying to see if it's on here.
Because it's homeboy from Insecure, little brother, right?
Yeah, it's Dro's brother, yes. So she just been hiding it. It was something, she took the post down. Yeah, she took the post down with the book. But it's certain stuff that just it made you looked at her face and you could tell. You could tell. Women know. We know.
No, I know. And it's certain glow. Sometimes it's certain women.
Yeah, certain glows. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, shout out to Keke Palmer, man. She's had a hell of a come up too, man. Like, so what she's doing now with was it Regis and Kelly or whatever? Or what was it? What's it called now?
Was it Regis? No, she did Good Morning America. Her and Michael Strahan. They was on Good Morning America. America.
Okay. No, Good Morning America is them other people cheating with each other. TJ Holmes.
That's a whole nother scandal for another day, because the way they removed them, I said, why would y'all move them when y'all was about to get record ratings?
No, they did it on purpose.
I know, but they shouldn't.
Because it's Christmas break.
I don't give a rat's patootie. They was dumb because the way the ratings would have went.
I want to talk about it. Let's go.
But listen. Here's the reason why we want to talk about Keke Palmer. You know, I think we got to get out of the mindset of shaming people for the way they live their life. I don't know where this started, where we try to where we shame people for what it is that they do and how they do shit and whatnot. But I am tired.
What about what did Keke do? That's
So
like
a
that?
lot of people are making posts regarding her being a single mother and saying that she should have wanted to be, married
Man,
before,
fuck them, man.
like all
God,
this stuff.
people
And
ain't
it's like
shit, man.
we
They
we
don't.
we give, we glamorize single motherhoods. We don't glamorize like familyhood and all this stuff anymore. And to those people that are saying that, you're single, you sleep alone at night, you are hoping that somebody comes along and wipes you up, and a lot of times that shit don't be as great as what people make it out to be. So you know what you should do? Mind the business that pays you, because you shaming people, nothing good comes from that. Could you imagine, like, even now people are saying, oh, she ugly without makeup, blah, blah, blah. The effort that takes in time and energy for you to go and make nasty posts and comments about the way that people choose to live their lives, you're the one that's really miserable. You are the one that is really miserable, and you are projecting onto everybody else. So you know what you should go do?
Fuck yourself.
Exactly. That was nicer than what I was gonna say.
No. We cut straight to the chase. Fuck you.
Yep.
No, I want to talk about the TJ Holmes thing. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about next.
Yo,
Hey, TJ Holmes is a wild boy. That is a wild boy right there. He was sleeping with his co-worker. I mean, he's sleeping with his co-host and the producer. That's a wild boy right there.
Yep.
And, man, that's a wild boy right there. He didn't care. He just, he's throwing his dick on the crap table every day.
Yo, what's crazy is like the anniversary post to his wife.
That was last year. And what I tell you about niggas that be doing that shit all the time, that be like sitting them long. I'm like, them niggas be on some shit.
Listen, I'm just like, listen, I tell y'all all the time, I love watching mess unfold that don't have nothing to do with me. I will be right there eating my popcorn, drinking a slushie, and getting my life laughing. I am Safari at the picnic eating the chicken. I really am, because it don't have nothing to do with me. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I wonder.
That's a wild boy. That dude, wild boy.
And he was like, I can't believe my wife still staying with me.
Right. Hey, he told her to
I'm like, what's his sign? Because, like, let's see if this falls in line with some of the stuff that we say about certain people. I didn't look his sign up, but I just was
Amy Robach is who he's with. They don't have his birthday. They just got his age. Oh, August 19th. He's a Leo.
I can see that kind of being Leo behavior, but also a little bit of Sagittarius behavior in there. One, I need to see his birth chart. I was like, there's something giving that to me.
Yes, but Amy Robach. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, like this is. Oh, they got a timeline.
They got a timeline. It was some post he posted. He had that girl scrunchie on his wrist.
Hold on. So, damn, this goes back to 2014. Listen. Okay, so they start going on double dates in 2014. It says on here, September 26th. Like, man, I'm about to put. I need to put the doggone Dateline music in the background on this.
Like, it's so funny because it's so messy, and it's like, here's the thing.
I done had to turn my mic this way so I can read off my other laptop so I can read off of this.
we have, people that be in the entertainment world. Sometimes, y'all, I'm confident. Not all of them, but many of them probably have an understanding, right? And the understanding mainly results in don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. That be the agreement. Do what you do, but don't embarrass me. And I feel like I really feel strongly about that regarding the Kevin Hart situation with his wife, his current wife. And a plethora, like the Steph Curry.
It's the St. Louis connection to that whole shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just think that
Of course it is. I know somebody's already listening. Like, of course, some of St. Louis is connected to some shit.
of course, because St. Louis, we, as y'all can call us a flyover city. We are middle America, but we are the connectors. Okay. Yes. Stop playing with us, because that's what we are. Okay. Connectors. But no, y'all. So homegirl got, but like he been doing his third for a long time.
2014, he started cheating with they was going on double dates, him and Amy Robach. 2016, he started having an affair with the producer, and then told Amy Robach about it. Like, hey, yeah, I'm messing with old girl. Cover for me.
She said, I don't have to question.
So the affair, rumors of the affair started in 2017. So he stopped dating the producer, started dating her in 2017.
Yeah.
Then he didn't end the affair with the producer till 2019. So at this time, he has 3 women from 2017 to 2019.
The juggling. Like,
and you know what? 2020, he had to take a step back because of the pandemic. He couldn't be out in the streets. So that's why he wasn't out. Go at me now. The anniversary thing comes out March 1st. He celebrates the 10 years.
What he say? What he say? Tell the people what he said.
Oh, y'all want me to read it? All right.
Yes, we want you to read it.
He said,
the nigga incriminating
my best efforts, she has remained married to me for the past 10 years. That's not hyperbole. I'm not being dramatic. I gave her plenty of reasons, excuses, opportunity to walk out her fine ass out my door, but she stayed with me. All right. Then March 2017, 2020. It's Good Morning America, Strahan, Sarah, and Keke. With the newer pandemic, what do you need to know? So Robach is anchored with Dr. Jennifer Ashton. All right, so cool. Holmes joins the since branded and now permanent GMA. What do you need to know? So then the real affair, like out in public, started March 17, 2022. Like I said, he had to get back low on the streets because he was doing it from home, they said, in 2020. They were doing the at-home version of GMA. So he couldn't get out in the streets. It was hard for the cats in the pandemic that was trying to get around. It was hard if you had an old lady at home, because you couldn't just say, I'm just going to leave to go to the store real quick no more, because the stores ain't open. So the affairs had to roll back. He had to roll them back like Walmart prices. He had to roll them back a little bit to get himself back in order. So he reset, put his little piece up about his wife in March, reset, so he could figure out what he wanted to do. 2022 happened. He got back into that old thing March 2022 when the streets were safe.
What's his wife's name? Because she's black. She a black woman. What's her name?
I don't want to even put that sister's name out there because I don't.
Hey, no, I'm gonna say something to her. What's her name?
Oh, let me see. They don't have her name. Let me see where her name is.
Okay, fine, whatever. Sister, I got these words of advice for you.
Oh, Phi Big. Her name is. Hold on. He's married to. Oh, dang, they had it in here. It's got her last name, Phi Big.
Okay. Well, we're gonna tell
Marley. She's an attorney too. Oh shit.
She said, I don't wanna love you, don't wanna. That's a Lakeisha Cole. She just wants it to be over. This will be over and done. She gonna get him. She gonna get a bag.
Oh, their kids was watching each other too.
They got kids?
Robach's kids was watching their kids while they all went on double dates. Yeah. And so the Robach's husband is one of the dudes from Melrose Place.
The original or the new?
I don't know. Is that I'm assuming it's the
maybe
old?
The original. I think the original. Because I think the new. Oh yeah, that's the original.
Yeah.
That's the original. Wow. But that's always how it happens. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like a lot of times that's how it happens.
Then no, it's not over. I'm not done. Not done. TJ Holmes, a wild boy. He runs a marathon with her husband together. They train together and run a marathon March 2022.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I do remember them running a race.
They said everybody at the gig news starting May 30th of this year. supposedly they moved out in August 2022 from each other, and they got they've been together since then. Okay, so now it looks like some stuff was crumbling, but for Robach and Shu, but don't look like TJ making moves though to leave his wife. Like it shows like the timeline.
I don't know why. Just leave. Get out. Get out. I don't love you. Keisha Cole style.
Yeah. Hey. So Robach we talked about this before with Diane Carroll and Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
She's actually really getting divorced. Like they're selling houses, they're doing stuff. TJ ain't did a damn thing. He just says he's getting divorced. Hey, TJ said a damn thing.
Nigga shit. Like you're not
happy. I'm separated.
You're not happy. Go be like I'm giving you your wings. Fly like a bird.
He spent his birthday with her. So maybe I don't know.
Like, but it's a mess. It's ugh.
Like, oh man, TJ Holmes is a wild boy. That's a wild boy.
I'm just like, what? Like,
getting in bed, baby girl. Okay, Xander.
Xander, we almost done. Hey, girlfriend.
All right, I'll be in there in a little bit, okay? Just give me like 5 minutes, all right?
No.
Xander, let me finish up.
Just come on. Let us stay. We're gonna wrap it up.
All right. My daughter's sitting here, everybody. If you are not
welcome to the show, Xander. How was school today?
Good.
What did you learn?
We learned how to do division, times, and we also learned how to do a little bit of graphs. Okay, that's very advanced. You know, a lot of people as adults don't know how to do those things. Daddy don't know how to write the number 5 correctly. He got bad writing skills.
You have to love kids because kids always say the darnest things. Like, they're going to put us on Front Street, like, no matter what.
So since we're talking about kids, Kanye West is paying $200K in child support.
I'm done. I am tired. I'm closing my laptop.
No. We good. We gonna get out of here. Where can people hit you up at?
No. I wasn't leaving.
Okay.
That was me being drama. That was me being my Aquarius dramatic self. Okay, so that's $200K for all 4 kids times like 18 or however when they ever get to 18 or afterwards. So, well, because like if they go to college, you still get child support if you go to college, right?
Depends on how the deal's set up. You can still stay on insurance.
Yeah, I'm like I know you can stay on the insurance, but over the course of that time frame, it's gonna be over the course of them kids somewhere between like 18 years, right? That's $24 million. That's a lot. Actually, no, it's not 24. That's actually more than that. I think it was 47. No, it's 40. Yeah, it's 40. It's 40. I'm sorry, it's $43 million, and that's a lot of money.
But he's supposed to be a billionaire.
He's not. We know that.
But I don't feel sorry for him.
Use Apple Pay, friend.
I don't feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry for him. These days of feeling sorry for people are over for me. I'm only like, and this is just something like so much has happened in these past few weeks since we have last spoken. I'm just kind of in the realm of like kind of keeping my head low, focusing on things and that like make me happy and trying to be push my business forward and support my friends that support me and that really rock with me. Anybody else that's kind of finicky with me and what they think are friends, just leave. Kanye West, just leave. We're tired.
Right.
We don't want to see you anymore. Just stop talking and saying things that don't make sense because words mean things. And it's detrimental to us. Like, I know how we are with each other. We was like, okay, well, what that person does, like, that doesn't really affect me. But at the end of the day, like, this person is now has now become T.I. And you remember how frustrating it was when we're like, T.I. doesn't speak for the people, the Black coalition of people or whatever. Like, he's not the leader. I feel like these people have promoted him to that space, and we don't even like him like that. It's frustrating.
He has made America like Kim Kardashian.
Yo, like, sidebar, this speaking of Kardashians, but they kind of don't have nothing to do with them. But sort of. I encourage everybody to watch The Ring, the Bling Ring. It's 3 episodes.
That's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, y'all.
Is that the one with the people that were stealing from their cribs, right?
They were stealing from them people's cribs. I encourage y'all to watch it. It is crazy. It's crazy good.
Because like they were breaking in their cribs when they were supposed to be gone and stuff like that, right? And they got it takes you back to even current day about being responsible about how you post, being aware, not tagging locations, because even for that time frame, even the cops said for them to figure this out and be able to do this in that climate, like back then, it was crazy, and they were teenagers. By love. And so I do encourage people to watch that. I got it. So the bling ring.
The Bling Ring.
So did they do time? Are they still in jail?
No, they really didn't even serve any time like that for real. Because a lot of stuff like that, like they'll say, oh, you got to do this amount of time, but then so they did, a couple of them did maybe like a couple weeks or months, and then got out.
Oh, and they got some stuff though too, didn't
they? Yeah. That's how they was able to pin it on, like this one girl when they broke into Misha Barton's house.
Who's Misha Barton?
Because she had, and then these people, they were so bold, they was taking pictures on social media in the pieces. So I just encourage y'all to watch that. It was really good. But it's like what we talk about even nowadays, like stop being stupid when it comes to like social media and certain things, like being responsible. I don't really post or do things when I'm away too much. Now, when I will say I did when I was like in Paris, I went live, and then I thought about it, and I went like live. And the last time I went live, I was like, this is probably a bad idea. But I also was like, I know where I live, and I feel comfortable enough where I knew that, like, I mean, I've known better now because look at my job.
Right. That's the theme of this episode. My job got robbed.
It was a burglary. 11 hours.
Oh, snap. Yo, Dom, that is hilarious. The Dom got robbed.
Actually, no, when Paris, when we got robbed, well, I didn't technically, it happened vicariously, but I'm the person that always peeped the scene and felt the energy, and nobody ever listens to me. And when it happened in Paris, I said, I told y'all when we got off that train, I saw that trash. I said, I told y'all. I said, we ain't been nowhere where we exited a train stop and it was trash. And they was like, you're being paranoid. I said, I'm being real. And then sure enough, what happened? Niggas get robbed. I said, I told y'all.
You should have known that you was finna get robbed.
I was like, and what black people do you know ride bikes in the rain? I was like, Mama, I saw them niggas on their bikes. I said, sign number 2.
Dude, they finna rob.
They was, and that's what they did.
Well, Don, we gonna wrap it on up before I can get this little girl to bed.
Okay.
All right.
You gotta be
where can you pick up at?
St. Angela's. We got the candles, St. Angela's candles. And I'll give y'all. I'll send a promo. I'll give y'all 30 off a purchase of 50 or more. These are great, amazing gifts to give everybody.
What's the promo code gonna be if they just listening and they don't see it?
We can do like an Aquarius promo code or something. I'll think something. So you'll put it in the description.
You do Aquarius is the promo.
Aquarius, yeah, and then put it in the description. It makes amazing gifts if you looking for something last minute. Everybody loves candles. Men love candles, women love candles, your grandmammy love candles. Nobody want a funky house. We changing lives out here, one light at a time. Yeah, one candle at a time. Like, you know, may the candles you burn light the way. Like I'm really big about that and working on new products. And that's it. Like whiskey soured, libations and conversations is still out there. And this week's guest, I talked to my homegirl who converted to Judaism. So we break she's Black, you know, grew up Baptist and then she converted. So we talk about
that this week. Oh shit.
Yeah, so an amazing guest, childhood friend, and also we talk about, you know, we go into the Kanye situation a little bit, the Black Israelite.
Is she Black Israelite or just Jewish?
No, she is actually Orthodox Jew.
Gotcha. All right.
Like lives in the neighborhood in Chicago, everything. Okay. So it's a really interesting conversation. We talk a little bit about the Black Israelites and and we so it's a really great, it's a long episode. It's about 2 hours, and thinking back, I probably should have broke it down to 2 episodes.
Ooh.
But that's something I'm thinking about going forward. But yeah, definitely gonna have her back. And yeah, so go get your lessons on, like go learn something.
Yeah, man, thank y'all for listening as always, man. Hit us up. We'll be back here out here rocking up. Well, we need to get these reasonable doubts started back.
Yeah, I think we should probably, the best bet to do that is
beginning of the year.
Do like, if we could do block shooting maybe over the course of 2 days, because it's only 9 episodes.
Yep. And then we just roll them out over a time period. We could do that.
Yeah, like, I mean, in that case, we could technically, since it'll be blocked, we could do that schedule a little different and do an episode a week, but maybe we do like 1 and 2 together, and then 3 and 4 together. You know, something like that. That'll be fine. So then we can really dive into 9, because baby, next season is about to be really good. Woo!
We'll see, man. We'll see. Well, man, thank y'all for listening as always. We'll be back next week.
Bye.